What's up? What's up, you guys? We are back. We've been gone for a minute, but we back with the jump off. Okay. We're gonna get into all of the things from the last 2 weeks, but first, back by popular demand. Y'all asked about her. Y'all was like, where is she? Is she coming back? So y'all, we got her here. We got her here this morning. What up,
with the
Trees?
eyes.
With the eyes. Trees got I'm sorry, my bad. That's not really Trees. That's crazy.
That's Allison.
That's Allison, right?
Yes, I'm
That's
bringing y'all
crazy,
my inner
Allison.
Allison. Thank you
Yes.
guys for having me this morning or afternoon.
Hey, everybody in the chat. Thank y'all for being here. Some of y'all beat us here, and we appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
Paul said, "Did you catch up?" Yes, honey. I've been watching Beyond the Gates since last night. I came home last night. Trees had me out in them streets last night. I came home.
Actually, it
And
was really big, had me out, y'all. I had no plans, okay?
listen, it was the end of the first week of school. I needed a drink. I called Trees. I said, Trees, I'm headed to the such and such. And she lived like 5 minutes from where I was going. And she was like, girl, okay, well, I got a few minutes. I can come. I said, she said, she go, I just invited myself. I said, girl, I wouldn't have called you if you wasn't invited. I wouldn't have told you I was going to be 5 minutes from your house if I wasn't okay with you coming and meeting me there. Okay. So we had a couple of cocktails and we had some good food.
Okay.
Had a good conversation, yes. But baby, I needed that and here she go. Well, what time? I said, baby, I'm not going home. I'm leaving straight from work. I'm leaving.
Well, I live so close. I didn't want to be sitting there. But to Sierra, to your question, we went to Walrus House Oyster Bar.
Okay.
Which was really, really good.
Well, I wasn't gonna tell the people because I didn't want the people to know where you live, Trees. But okay, you done told the people that.
Oh well, I think I done told people already. I mean, they don't know my
you done
address.
told the people where you live. Okay, well, if you done told the people where you live, then that's fine. Sorry, y'all, I gotta fix my microphone. Give me a second. Trees, is your mic on? You sound a little.
Yeah. Can you hear me? Or is it?
I can hear you. It just doesn't sound as clear as it normally does. So I didn't know. I know sometimes you forget to move the mic to you.
Oh, don't do that. It's right here. It's right here.
She said, "Don't try."
You Sweet Pea, yes, honey, that's some good food. Sweet Pea, that is some good food. Girl, next time, listen, slide in my inbox with your info. Next time we head out there, I'll let you know. Because I'm definitely going back. Because the food, that was my third time going. I went for brunch before. And then I went with Treese, and then we went yesterday. I feel like I went one other time. I don't know, but all I know is every time I go, whatever I get is good. That's all I know. That's all I know. Whatever I get is good. Love when friends call us out in love. There you go, child. Yes. Okay, let's get into this. So, y'all, we have 2 weeks. You on your way to Walrus House now? It's so good. The food is good. But
make sure you get the what is it? Oysters Rockefeller. That's the one I had with the spinach. Really big.
I know what it is. I'm trying to think. That's my cousin, and he doesn't eat pork. I think. I feel like I don't know if he eats meat at all. So that's why I was just trying to think. I don't know if he eats meat.
I think it's just
spinach.
I think it's just spinach and cheese in there.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. I'm trying to think, but he probably done been there 20 times because he done been. Listen, if it's a restaurant in the DC area, he done been there. I just feel like he done been to all of them. But anyway, so y'all, since we have 2 weeks to get into, and there's 3 of us up here, I'm just gonna throw storylines out, and we're just gonna kind of talk about them. Obviously, the 2 major storylines, those will be the last 2 things we sort of get to. We're gonna get some of these smaller, we don't care storylines out of the way. So the first smaller, we don't care storyline is Ashley and the firefighter and all of that with the rehab. I'm gonna be honest and say, I think that, and I don't know what happened in the writer's room, but I honestly think that maybe, and this is my opinion, because I don't know how far ahead they write. So let me say that. But I think they really had planned this whole love triangle thing with Andre and Ashley and the firefighter. And I think that him and Danny ended up being more popular than people thought. And I think they're trying to pivot because it's just weird to me that they spent so much time at the beginning on Ashley and Andre and the flirting and Andre liking Ashley and Ashley, you know, just for them to kind of just, I feel like they're pivoting away from it. And I'm not sure if it's the writers realizing, because remember in the beginning, I can't speak for
We've
y'all.
been constanding them
So,
though.
huh?
We've been constanding Derek and not Derek, but we've been constanding Ashley
Well,
and,
you know, you can, at the beginning, some of that stuff was already filmed. It wasn't nothing there.
yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. I feel like now maybe they're pivoting. So it's like, because remember in the beginning, I'll speak for myself. In the beginning, we weren't really feeling the Danny Andre thing. Because I know for me, I was like, oh my gosh, she's seen this boy grow up. Like he was like a nephew to her. Like, but I think that most of us, myself included, we kind of got past that pretty quickly. And we were kind of like, well, I like them together. They're cute together, you know? And so I'm wondering if the writers are trying to find a way to pivot out of that. I don't know. What do you guys think?
So I think that I get what you're saying, and I do see them pivoting, but I think based off of what we saw this week, it's more of they're trying to go with they do have something for each other, but because of who they're with and their obligation or loyalty to that person, they're not going to try to move forward because obviously Andre feels like he needs to be there for Danny and Ashley feels like she has to be there for Derek, but they're still going to be pining for each other is what I'm getting.
Okay. What you think, JB?
The interesting thing is, so I know that they're like way ahead of us when it comes to like the writing, because I know that last week they just filmed episode 200.
Yeah, that was the Christmas, New Year's, yeah, or something like that. So yeah,
so they're far ahead of us.
Yeah.
So
they're about 70 episodes because yesterday's episode was 123. So if they're on episode 200, yeah, they're about 70 something episodes ahead of us. So yeah, that's true. What's that? 5 goes into 7. Don't make me do math. 5 goes into how many times 5 goes into 70?
5 going to oh, you mean time 5 times 7 or 5? Because if it's division, I ain't got it.
How many times does 5 go into 70? 70.
Oh, 70. Hold on, give me a second.
Child, I should have just done it on my damn calculator and didn't let y'all know.
Look, if my son were here, he would have an answer.
I should have just done it in my calculator and didn't let y'all know I was dumb. 14. So they're about 14 weeks ahead of us. Thank you, Jeremy. Jeremy says 14, dummy.
Right.
He didn't say dummy, y'all. He didn't say
no, but that's the reason they're taking the break this week is what I read on Twitter yesterday. Because they are so far ahead, they need basically breaks to get them to the, airing their Christmas episodes during the holidays and stuff like that. So we're probably actually going to get more breaks than just this week.
Right.
Okay. Or this coming week is what they're saying.
Right. And can we please, y'all, hey, I need y'all to stop. And when I say y'all, I'm not talking about the two of y'all. I'm talking about the fan base. We love Beyond the Gates. We know we love Beyond the Gates. We know we want to support Beyond the Gates. And yes, we want Beyond the Gates to be treated like every other soap opera. And so I say this to say to you guys this, as somebody who has been watching soap operas my entire life, and JB, I know you have as well. Trees, I don't know what your soap opera history is, but
girl, I grew up on Young and the Restless. What you talking about?
A lot of times, soap operas do show reruns during holidays. Now, taking a full week, usually during like Christmas, they'll take a full week because they know nobody's really watching, and they do show reruns. During the summer, sometimes they show reruns. So it's not unheard of for soap operas to do this. I want y'all to stop taking everything that happens as they just doing it because it's the black show. No, it's a new show.
Even when the pandemic, exactly, it's a brand new show. They're still it's like with General Hospital, Young and the Restless, Bold and the Beautiful, Days of Our Lives. Y'all, those are old ass soap. Those are old shows that have been written. Those things have been written weeks and months in advance. Beyond the Gates is brand new. Like Really B said, the stuff at the beginning that had already been written. The stuff that we're seeing currently, they recently just started writing. Like we just got to episode 100 a few weeks ago. They had been filmed that stuff weeks prior. So yeah, and I get what Teresa's saying, that they're trying to keep some stuff, so the way we can get to it in a timely manner. So that way
so it makes sense. Yeah.
So that way we're not getting Christmas and at Halloween. Y'all be like, why are they talking about Christmas and it's Halloween?
Right. And I said, even if you think about it, because we were talking about it in my members only the other day, but especially with this bag drop they have coming. Because I said Chelsea has
Yes,
to
and
be saved and come back by September 29th to
that's
do
really
this
what I was
bag
thinking.
launch.
That's
Yeah.
really what I was thinking too. I'm like, they're planning this out for Chelsea because they have a date for this to be released, and they probably knew this months in advance that okay, we're gonna take a week off, then we come back. We have about 2 more weeks until we get to September 29th. Then when we get to the 29th, we have the official launch of Chelsea Cat. And then once the episode, I'm pretty sure what they're gonna do is once that episode goes off, the 29th, that bag is gonna be once the episode goes off, pre-orders up and ready for everybody to order the bag.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
that's
I'm
all saying.
excited.
Like, yeah, I mean, again, I know we love them, y'all. We do. We love them. We want to see the show succeed. We're here to support it. But I just want us to stop making everything a conspiracy theory. That's
It was, oh my God, I saw one yesterday where they were comparing them to General Hospital, where they're saying that they're getting better numbers in General Hospital. Yes, they may be getting better numbers in General Hospital, but that's not why they're taking them off for a week. Number one, every soap opera is going to be off on Monday. Every last one of them.
All of them are going to be off on Monday.
And it just makes sense that they probably are trying to catch up to themselves.
Yeah. So that's all. I just want us to. Yes, Shade asked this. Shade said, "Are we gonna be buying the Chelsea Cat? I am buying a Chelsea Cat bag. Are y'all buying the Chelsea Cat bag?
Everybody needs a Chelsea Cat.
We're gonna get us one. We're gonna get us one.
I'm in the minority that's not buying the Chelsea Cat bag, but
what would you need? Well, I mean, you could buy one for a Christmas gift for somebody,
right?
I could. You know what? That could be. I don't know nobody to buy one for, but I mean,
look, you have friends over here that love gifts.
Y'all already buying them. Y'all already said y'all.
No, they come in different colors, baby. Please, no. Okay, I'll take one in every shade.
But I'm really excited about this bag, though. I kind of figured it was going to be a real thing, kind of like what all my children used to do with fusion products. I kind of figured it was going to be a real thing, and I'm happy for them.
Yeah, and General Hospital has done it too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow, Novelty Expressions. Oh wow. Oh, you a Leslie fan? Okay, girl.
She's like, yeah, I don't see it.
Well,
Rating says she gonna get it.
I know I'm getting me one. Hold on, let me show y'all. It is a cute bag. It honestly, if it were an ugly bag, y'all know I'm a bag person. So if it were an ugly bag, I'd be like, but there it is right there for those who.
Yes. See, and I want I'm between the blue and the black and gray one that they got going, but it's gonna be either one of those.
I'm gonna get the denim.
Oh, Solutions by Sandra is only $139. It's actually reasonable.
Oh, it's $139?
Yeah, it's $139.
That's reasonable. That's
Mm-hmm.
It's cute. And I think they're actually going through an actual black
they
designer.
are.
So I mean,
Bobby Wobby, Leslie do need a wig shop. That would be lit. Would you buy a wig from Leslie?
No, she does not.
No, but she could. Can you imagine that? If we had a Leslie wig line, that would be. I would love that. I ain't even gonna hold you.
Leslie can't. I'm
getting a good line of shake and goes. Not like no good, real nice weave. Like a good line of shake and goes.
Not a good line.
Here's the thing with Leslie. True. We ain't even gotten to Leslie, but I'm gonna say this: Leslie can't manage money. Leslie ain't gonna have no money.
Oh, remember I said that the last time we did a review, I said the way they've been showing us that she doesn't know how to handle money, she gonna be broke. And remember, I told you, I said she gonna buy a house beyond the gates. Mm-hmm. I ain't think about the country club membership, but okay, should have known that was coming. But yeah, we ain't get to that yet. But yeah, but you ain't wrong. You are not wrong. All right, let's get to it. So that storyline, I don't think anybody really is vested in. And they really trying to make it happen. And none of us, when I say us, I mean the general population of people who follow the show. I just don't feel like any of us. And the sad thing is we have never cared about that storyline.
I got a quick little something to say real quick about that storyline.
Go ahead, babe.
So the only way they can keep this storyline is if I get more Shanice.
Okay.
I want more Shanice. And look like we got to get Shanice through these Derek and Ashley. That's look like right now the only way we can get more Shanice is through those two. So if I gotta stomach them for a little bit just to look at Shanice, I'll be here for it. Not
Okay, now
really,
I gotta stomach them to get the okay, Shanice.
because I like Shanice. I think Shanice is a great.
Oh,
I love Shanice, and I want to know more about Shanice. I thought we were gonna get more about Shanice with the whole Articulates concert when she talked about her mama. I was like, we ain't gonna explore this.
I think that we're gonna get more Shanice, like what you're saying, background as we see her like working with Derek, getting closer to Derek. That's when we're gonna get more of her information, and she starts opening up to him. He starts opening up to her. That's my prediction. I think that's how we're gonna get more of her story.
I agree. And again, remember, I don't think Shanice was meant to be a major character, but I
But we
think
fell in
that
love with her.
we love, I think she knows how to steal a scene. She knows how to deliver a line, and the fan base loves her. So I think they're trying to figure out a way to incorporate her more into the show. So I agree. I think over time we'll get more, but I think that's way down the line that we're gonna get a lot from Shanice. But I think they're giving it to us in small doses to just figure out, because I think that's why we got the whole she's a physical therapist. Child, ain't nobody know nothing about her being no physical therapist until
Well,
so I think
remember she was doing Bill's physical therapy.
that's what I'm saying. That was the first time we heard about it.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Got
she
you.
was just, like the training nurse and all that. So I don't think that she was meant, kind of like Epiphany from General Hospital, right?
Yes,
everybody loved Epiphany, and then they gave her a storyline, even though they ended up killing her son, which I thought was stupid. But they actually gave her a storyline.
I saw that shit on Twitter the other day. I forgot about Epiphany's son. I'm like, y'all brought that man on there just to kill him?
Right, because he literally was on there for like 10 episodes. I was like, why would y'all bring him on? Like, I hate when they do that, when they bring people on and they make a big deal about it and then just kill them off. Like, literally, I don't think Epiphany's son was on more than what? I mean, I don't even think I'm exaggerating when I say 10 episodes. I don't think I'm exaggerating.
He went on there that long, and
he was not, and I thought it was
she
ridiculous.
warned him about working with Jason and Sonny.
She did, right. It was the whole conflict about her working with Jason and Sonny. Yep. So that storyline we don't care anything about. Okay.
Absolutely not.
Now we're gonna come back around to Joey when we get to the kidnapping. But as far as Joey and Vanessa, I just don't care, y'all. They can't make me care. They can't make me care about Joey, Vanessa, and Doug. I have not cared about Doug since the beginning, and they can't make me care. Now I don't know. Trees, here she go. Look at
Look, hold on. I
I
gotta be the advocate. Now, first of all, I agree. I don't see it for Doug. Joey and Vanessa, I was kind of liking them, but after what Vanessa did this week with the whole Leslie situation and Nicole, I just feel like I don't like unloyal people like that. And I mean, I knew she was like that with the whole Danny situation, but Nicole, like, that's her actual best friend, right? And for her to be like, oh, well, I don't give a damn, I'm gonna get this bag. I just feel like Vanessa don't need the money. She didn't have to take it. She could have let somebody else do the dirty work. And there's an argument that, oh, well, Vanessa was, if her being involved slowed down the process. So that's why she took it. But I still feel like, yeah, but you couldn't sit with me no more. You couldn't come over my parents' house and just be thinking that we cool. Please understand, we are not cool no more. Okay. But that's just my thought. So yeah, I really don't care about Vanessa right now either.
But I felt that way about Danny. Like, I understand, but I felt that way about Danny. Again, how you gonna let your best friend get blindsided? Well, your friend, maybe not best friend, but how you gonna let your friend get blindsided that her husband, ex-husband that cheated on her and the mistress are moving into the neighborhood, and you don't even give her a heads up until the deed is done? I mean, I said that going back to the first week. I said Vanessa ain't nobody's friend. She gonna chase that dollar.
Right. No, and I didn't like her then. I didn't like her then, but once, she's and what Doug was putting her through, I started to feel bad for her. You know what I'm saying? I was like, well, I appreciate her, going boss mode and being like, you know what, F you. But now I'm just like, oh, you really ain't.
Vanessa's a hypocrite.
Yeah.
Because how would she feel if Diego, he works at the country club, but what if Diego wanted to move behind the gates and move across the street from her and Doug? She would have a fit. We ain't even seen Diego in forever, but I don't see it for Vanessa, because these with Nicole, this is her best friend, and I think her and Nicole have been friends for years. So you can go and tell your, like, when crazy ass Leslie reached out to you for this house, you can call your friend up and be like, hey girl, you ain't gonna believe what just happened to me. And your friend be like, what? Girl, why Leslie crazy ass just called me asking me to help her look for a house? But she know Nicole would have lost her shit the minute she said something about Leslie looking for a fucking house. And then she wants a house across the street from the Duprees. No.
Nikki B said, why don't they share their location? Well, sharing their location wouldn't help them find Chelsea. Remember, her iPad and her phone was at the house.
True.
So if they were sharing locations, all they would know is that the last place she was at the house, which is where they know that now.
Unless
so I mean, in this instance, I don't think sharing locations is going to help them. And I'm gonna be honest, I don't share locations with a whole bunch of people either. The only people that have my location is my niece and my mama. And my mama probably wouldn't even know how to find it on the phone, even though I've showed her. My niece would have to show her again. And my niece has it because I know she's probably the only person in my immediate family that's competent enough to be able to find it. I shouldn't say competent because only reason I say, because my sister and her husband, they have Androids. They don't have Apple. So everybody doesn't share location. That's not a thing that everybody does. Maybe they should, but it's not a thing.
I'm laughing at this. Brandon said Vanessa is just misunderstood like Sharon was for years on Y&R. Now I know me some good Sharon, right? And she was misunderstood, but I definitely can't. I don't know. I can't put Vanessa and Sharon in the same boat. But I hear what you're saying though.
I don't watch Young and the Restless enough to know. I know who Sharon is, but I don't know enough about Sharon's storyline to agree or disagree. So
Nikki and Victor hated that girl for forever. That's basically, and she had to fight to be with their son, basically.
I mean, the one thing that Vanessa and Sharon have in common is they both are hoes. You know Sharon was a hoe.
Is Gaston.
You know Sharon was a hoe. You know Sharon was a hoe.
He said, but you said it's so. You said it's so calm, but the only thing they have in common is that they're both hoes.
I mean,
she married Victor?
Wasn't she a stripper?
I forgot.
Yeah, I thought she was a stripper too. Wasn't she a stripper?
But shit, Sharon is a bona fide hoe.
Don't do that to Sharon.
I mean, I love Sharon. I love Sharon.
I will always love Sharon. I feel like that girl got a bad rap.
Of course you do, Treese. Of course you do. Novelty said Nick is the hoe.
And Nikki.
Right.
That's
Nikki.
That's why
Nikki's the stripper. Right. Nikki was the stripper.
That's why I never understood why.
I'm in love with a stripper. Yeah, that was.
That's why I never understood why Nikki hated Sharon so much.
Because people be forgetting where they come from, child.
And Nikki definitely forgets where she came from.
You know how the people do. The people be forgetting where they come from, child.
But with Vanessa, I don't see shit for Vanessa. Vanessa, and the crazy thing is, she keeps saying that she don't need the money. Even when it comes to Doug, you don't need the money. So why are you taking this? Like, why are you working with Leslie?
Yeah, because didn't they say she was the one that had like a trust fund and all of that? So, girl, what are we doing, ma'am? What are we doing?
She slept with your best friend's husband, had a baby with her. Had a baby. Like, I wouldn't do nothing. Haley is a different story, but this crazy bitch right here, like Leslie in her warped, twisted mind has made herself the victim, which I still don't understand how that crazy bitch has made herself.
So did you peep that too, JB, when she was like, they took everything from me, my mama, my man, and tried to take my child. And I said, okay, the man part is what gets me.
It was that.
Oh, Mary, with your man. You sound like Lotto right now. Messing with a married man and talking about my man.
Girl, your sound, I don't know what's going on with your sound. Is it me? I can't really. JB, is it me? Teresa's sound just.
It's a little muffled right there.
Yeah, your sound just dropped. I don't know what you got going on over there.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know. I can hear you better now. I don't know. It's not that it's going out. It went low and then
it did go low.
Oh, okay. Look, Xavier said, now don't do Lotto. I'm just saying that's what it's giving. Okay, yeah. I'll work on it. I'll fix it. Let me come back.
Yeah, I don't know what you got going on, girl, but we're going to get it together. Okay. So on the list of storylines, okay, so I guess we can talk about not Doug. I guess we could talk about Ted and Nicole's divorce and her and
Mhm.
him going to Bill to try to fix it. I mean, to try to stretch it out. I have a
Mhm.
question, and this is the part that I'm confused about.
Mhm.
Why isn't I feel like Ted is not willing to grovel, for lack of a better word, right?
Mhm.
I feel like Ted, you should be like giving me a Boys to Men video, dance, singing in the rain in
Outside of
front
her
of her house,
window.
holding up the boom box,
Yeah.
like taking her on dates, like and recreate their friend. Like you should have kidnapped her ass and took her to Hawaii. Isn't
Not
that where they
kidding.
first met at a conference in Hawaii? Like
Yep.
you should be giving like if you were really trying to get this woman back. You
Mhm.
talking about I sent her flowers, sir. You did what? You sent flowers when you forgot somebody's anniversary. You sent
Mhm.
flowers when you forgot, to buy them a birthday gift. You don't send flowers when it's
You
revealed that
cheated.
you had an affair for 20 years and got a whole baby running in these streets. Like I just feel like so you dragging out the divorce and you still
Mhm.
not putting in no work. It's not doing anything. Like I
Absolutely
said,
not.
you should have tricked her into going to Hawaii. I mean, when I say kidnap, I don't literally mean kidnap, but I do mean kidnap. Like the
Right.
kids would have probably even maybe not Cat. Martin would have helped you. Like I need you to help me get my. Even if you didn't really take her to Hawaii, right? You could have taken her to a Airbnb or something and
Yeah.
recreated something like give me you have too much money to be doing some basic ass shit like sending
Mhm.
flowers. Like, sir, you have way too much money.
Right.
So at this point, at the beginning, I thought they would find their way back to each other. But at this point, I'm like,
Nobody wants Nicole to be back with that man.
I mean, I kind of do.
I'm about to say, I mean, listen,
No,
at
because like
this
you said, he hasn't done anything, and
But he's
he's
pissing me
oh,
off.
and it's this entitlement that he has. Like she
That's
should
it.
bow down and accept his apology, and why is she making it so hard? And that pisses me off just watching it. That I don't want
But
her to take him back.
he makes it
Mhm.
worse too by with always been, the fact that Leslie comes to his hotel room, he lets her in. It's like you are not doing so to try to get your wife back. And I want to address people because y'all keep talking about how y'all miss the old Ted and y'all not really fond of this one. I will say something to y'all about that. Be glad y'all got Ted. They because remember I said when we first found out about Ted being recast, most times they go a different direction with the character. Either they go dark or whatever. Be glad y'all not watching General Hospital and having to deal with Drew Kane because the original Drew Kane was a lovable person. This Drew Kane that we got now is a complete fucking asshole that I hate, and I'm so ready for somebody to just pop him because
Oh,
he's
Jesus.
because Drew is pissing everybody off. So be glad y'all don't have to deal with Drew the way I do, and y'all got Ted. He's still the same Ted. I feel like he's just dumber. That's just my personal opinion.
No,
He
I
just
agree. I'm with you. I mean, I know some people still like the old Ted. I'm kind of over it because I feel like this guy's a better actor
he
than
is.
the other Ted. I think that we just got used to him. I think maybe people feel like he was nicer looking. You know what I mean? Like I get that, and that's fine. But at this point, I'm like you. I wanted to see them kind of. I thought. Let me say this. I thought they would find their way back to each other, but it just doesn't look like they're putting any. Look like the writers are putting any effort into that happening. So here's my prediction. My prediction is that the divorce is going to actually go through, and I feel like he's going to end up fucking around with Leslie for a minute.
I think so too.
Oh, no, this person, I will agree with you. Cameron Matheson is doing a great job as Drew. I love him. No, when it comes to Cameron Matheson, I love him. He's doing a great job, but Drew
Yeah,
is
but
an
but his
asshole.
storyline, I'm with you.
Drew is an asshole, and I'm sick of
Absolutely,
him
he
and
is.
I'm sick of him in Willow.
Oh, I'm so sick of the Willow storyline, but I was never a big Willow person.
Me
I don't know.
either.
She just never did it for me.
Me either. She got on my nerves from the minute I met her.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Y'all know how we do. We on a whole nother soap opera. Y'all know how we do. Listen, if I had enough time, I would do General Hospital reviews, but baby, it just ain't enough time in my day. Not when we
I will
look,
too.
not with me working a real job, honey. It ain't enough time in my day. But um any other small storylines that I'm not really thinking about right now, because so we're gonna get to Leslie. Any other small storylines that I didn't really touch on? Because a lot of stuff is gonna intertwine with it's gonna intertwine with these bigger storylines. So I don't know if you guys think of anything.
I can think of one.
Okay, what's up?
Terrible ass no mas.
Yeah, I was about to say tomorrow.
Oh God.
I want him off the show. I want him off my screen. He continues to piss me off with this whole I can tell Eva all Cat's business, but when it's time to let Cat know something, then all of a sudden he's doing Beyonce's mute challenge. I'm not here for it. He needs to go. He's trash. As he stares into Eva's eyes, ain't checked up on Cat once in this whole Chelsea situation. I'm over it. I'm done.
Why did Eva have to be the one to tell you? Don't you think you should be over there right now? Like, why did she have to be the one to tell you, sir?
He can't act and he can't lay down in the bedroom.
He definitely can't act. His acting is just not.
It's awful.
It's atrocious.
Now that's somebody that needs to be recasted. I'm sorry, but not sorry.
Him and the firefighter. Even though the firefighter's acting is better when he's in scenes with Shanice than when he's with Ashley. His acting is actually better when he's not. And I don't think that the woman who plays Ashley, I don't think she's a horrible actress. Some people are just don't play. It's just no chemistry.
They don't have chemistry.
Yeah.
I know another storyline that we didn't really talk about from last week that they brought back up again was the conclusion of the June Tyrell Samantha, where now she wants to go get a job, get a bed at the shelter so that way she can be there for the kids whenever they need her. Girl, they're not going to need you. What you going to provide for them kids?
They are not going to need you, ma'am.
I think she's going to start stalking them kids. I think I said
that.
Please
don't.
I definitely don't feel like it's over. I feel like what I would like to see them do with June is I would like to see June like get a job at like Orphe Jeans or something, and we just occasionally see her and maybe gradually see a relationship build between her and the kids. She's never going to be their mother. She's never going to have a major part of their life, but I would be okay with seeing her, become a part of their life as like maybe a cousin. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I get what you're saying. And can we, and this is just because we're touching on like characters that they literally gave us Peaches and we ain't seen her since.
Well, we're about to get to Peaches though.
Okay. All right.
Leslie thing. So, okay. Well, that's a good segue. That's a perfect segue. If y'all think anything else, y'all know, just jump in. But that's a perfect segue. So I saw online, y'all know I was behind on the actual video. So I was trying to avoid a lot of Beyond the Gate stuff, but I would catch a couple of clips on YouTube or TikTok and stuff like that. One of the theories I saw was maybe the guy that Leslie and Peaches fell out over is Eva's daddy. And maybe Peaches ain't really over what she says she over, and they gonna bring Peaches and she really got something for Leslie. Like maybe she's not all, pardon the pun, but maybe she's not all peaches and cream. Maybe she's not really dying. Maybe, that was just, she had to get, like she wanted to make sure Leslie got that money, and now she's got some shit for her. I don't know. We haven't seen Peaches since, so I'm not really sure about that, but I don't know. You guys think that maybe Peaches and this, you think there's any validity to any of that, or y'all think Peaches was just there to just let Leslie know she rich and then went on about her business?
I think Peaches is going to show back up. And I agree with you. I think that there's an ulterior motive. I don't think she really see it for her. I don't know. I do think that she's going to come back though.
Absolutely.
I just wonder why they brought her in and then kind of like threw her away for a second. But I know we're into the Chelsea, situation.
Yeah.
There's something more with Peaches, because I'm like, wow, you came out the clear blue sky to tell this woman, oh, you now have an inheritance. I'm like, that's weird, but okay. It's more, and then when we found out that Leslie slept with her man, I was like, oh, we're not going to expound on this. Like, we're not going to stand on this at all. That she slept with your man.
Y'all got some crazy.
So LC charm.
Y'all got some crazy theories in the chat.
I saw one.
How is Naomi going to have an affair with June? Naomi has given us no indication that she
Hell,
plays
it was
on the
one.
other team. Like, what are y'all talking?
Hell, it
June
was
nor
one that just said
Naomi.
something about Jacob and Chelsea, not Jacob, just Jacob and Kat having an affair. I'm like,
Oh, please stop. I wish they would stop with that narrative. I know people think that's gonna happen, and I
really?
really don't want to see that. I
I don't
really
want to
don't
see
want to
that
see that.
either.
I don't want to see
Now, I
that.
will say, now somebody in the chat is saying Peaches is want to move in the house. I can see that. I
I
can
can
see
see that.
Peaches showing up and playing up the I'm dying and Leslie letting her stay there. And then we find out she ain't really dying, but she's just trying to get in with the get in. Now, I can see that.
I can see her being
Yeah.
out for. I can see her being out for revenge with Leslie.
Absolutely. And I'm here for it because I feel like let me be clear. The woman who plays Leslie does a damn good job of playing Leslie. But the character wise, I just need to see Leslie get some because baby Leslie is a mess.
She is.
Okay, so can we talk about how what really bothered me, and I think it bothered a lot of people, was yes, we love Leslie and her antics, but her coming over there with that plant when they losing their mind, worried about Chelsea trying to find her, and she show up doing the prayer and all that. Oh my! Can I tell you how mad people were? Like Twitter was on fire.
I'm sorry, but I was not mad because I expected from her. I cracked up laughing, and it wasn't when she came to the house and she was talking about that girl, and she said Chelsea, and Anita said Chelsea. She said that's that baby's name. I said, bitch, you came to the house and don't even know the girl.
Don't even know the girl name.
Leslie plays the hell out of that role. Okay, somebody said that the person who plays Naomi is LG, right? But her character is.
Yeah, we know.
So that's all I'm saying is that they've never given us any indication that her character is married to a whole man. Okay.
Right.
Yeah. But what really killed me with Leslie was when Bill came in and grabbed her and she said, "Unhand me, demon. I'm ethereal."
when she calls him Billy Goat.
Yeah.
Between Teddy Bear and Billy Goat, I can't.
Teddy Bear and Billy Goat. When she calls Bill Billy Goat, baby, that thing takes me out. Do you hear me?
She is hilarious. I saw her do an interview with somebody, and she was talking about, she loves that people hates Leslie, but she feel like people also hates her. And she's like, Leslie is a character, which I'm like, I know we get invested in these soap operas because, like, if y'all, again, we're going back to General Hospital just for a little bit. On General Hospital, I absolutely hate Ava. Can't stand that bitch. Hate Ava DeRone. But I know that Ava is not a real person. I know that Maura West is a real person. I don't hate Maura. Maura just does a good job of playing Ava that I hate Ava. And that's the same when it comes to Leslie. Like, I don't think people hate Leslie. I think people love to hate Leslie.
Leslie has a lot of fans. Novelty Expressions in the chat loves Leslie. So Leslie has fans, child. The people love her.
Oh, Sierra Claire, I hate Ava with the passion. I've hated Ava since the minute that woman set foot on General Hospital.
Baby, Ava is a whole mess.
She is. And then she clocked Rick up. Now, I will say her clocking Rick was hilarious.
Yeah, Ava's a mess. Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna say this. Somebody said it in the chat, and I was actually gonna say it too. The one thing that I had loved about the last 2 weeks, even though I got behind and I had to get caught up really fast, but the one thing I love about the last 2 weeks of Beyond the Gates is the last 2 weeks of Beyond the Gates has been classic soap opera. It has been classic soap opera, from Chelsea getting kidnapped, Leslie in this inheritance, and now she's the rich woman. And that is a way, and I said this a couple of weeks ago, me and JB were talking about this. It was a way of them putting her on an even playing field, right? She's been the poor one, she's been the one but this is a way that they can keep her in the storyline, and now they're putting her on even footing. Now, how long she gonna have the money? That's another conversation, child. Because the way she's spending it, right?
Can I read y'all a tweet that I found?
It.
Let me read y'all a tweet that I found because I see Harold is in the comments, and this is gonna be for him more specifically because it's something that I've been saying. I think me and you've been saying this about this person for a while, really. B. So it says, can we finally admit that Eva is not a good person? No matter what she says, she stands with Leslie every time.
Yep.
Sure does. And I tried with Eva, y'all. Y'all know I tried to give Eva the benefit of the doubt. But no matter what her mama does, mama, no, mama, stop, mama. But girl, you be right there with her.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know what? It was funny. I saw a similar tweet, and it was saying that Leslie and Eva think they're about to be the Nicole and Kat 2.0. And they said, but no matter how much money you give Sexy Red, she'll never be Beyonce. I said, boop.
Oh shit.
Oh my gosh.
So here's the
Not
thing.
no matter
Jeff,
how much money you give a
Sexy
Sexy
Red.
Red. Oh Lord.
So here's the thing, y'all. I get that Leslie is her mama. I'm not saying that she needs to abandon her mama, but don't sit here and be like, "Oh, mama, you wrong. Oh, mama, you wrong." But then you find out your mama got money. You right there with her going on the shopping spree and going to the country club.
Yeah, my thing is this, and maybe it's me, maybe it's the cancer in me, child. I don't know. Teresa always loved to, but when she put me out the house and packed up all my shit and didn't care whether I slept in my car, like if it wasn't for Ted deciding he wanted to be a daddy, where the fuck would Eva be?
In that car.
She didn't have a job. She didn't have nowhere to go. She didn't have, whatever money I guess she had in the bank. But if it had not been for Ted saying, okay, I'm going to do right by you. I'm going to get you this good hotel room. So to me, I get it that that's her mama and all of that. And I understand that it's a complex thing, but I feel like even her she tried to frame you for murder. Like, I just feel like it's some stuff that I can still respect you as the woman who raised me, but baby, I'm not standing by you while you are still causing problems. Like, you're still doing shit to cause problems in these people's lives, and I don't agree with it, and I'm trying to be cool. No, it's one thing for me to continue a relationship with you. It's another thing to be a part of your antics. Maybe that's what I'm trying to say. Mm-hmm. You going to the country club with her, trying to come to the after party, knowing y'all ain't got no damn tickets. You going to the country club, going along with this house. I know you went. We're gonna get to the house thing, but I just feel like there's a way that you can maintain your relationship and not be a part of the antics, and that's for me is where it is.
Mm-hmm. That's
like I understood why she protected her mother with the motorcycle helmet thing. Like I understood why she did it. Which, by the way, what's going on with that? Like, did we just forget about Leslie trying to kill that girl?
Justice for Laura.
That's why Kat brought it up last week before Chelsea got kidnapped.
Right. Like, what is really going on? All right. So I will say this. Like I said, it has been classic soap opera. The mysterious inheritance, somebody becoming rich that was poor, and now all of a sudden they want to get their revenge on all the rich people that did dirt by them. Okay, boom. I feel like Leslie's putting 20 on 10 with the Barbara thing. Girl, you didn't even know her. You didn't even know her.
That's why I'm glad I need to slap the shit out of her.
Baby.
Woo, that was great.
That was the slap heard around the world, honey. Because when I say everybody screenshotted that slap, everybody.
That's how I was
baby,
so glad.
Didn't slap the shit out of.
Because it's like you coming to my house, you talking shit to me about my friend that you didn't know nothing about until
don't know nothing about it.
24 hours ago, and now you want to sit and say, "Oh, it was you who it was you. You're the reason that my mother's the girl. Your mama didn't want you, even if she was alive. She still didn't want you.
Ooh,
she gave you the peaches.
She did give you the peaches, child. And so, then again, I think that Leslie's daddy is the manager.
I do too.
Well, they keep trying to say Vernon is the daddy.
Vernon is not the daddy. Vernon didn't even know these people.
I agree with you, but that's what the people be trying to say.
I know, but Vernon didn't. It's been said Vernon didn't even know Barbara. Didn't know nothing about Barbara. They have given, and I know it's a soap opera, y'all, so they can always come back later and give us a whole storyline. But as of right now, they have given us nothing to think that he didn't even know Barbara existed. Yeah, but I think Leslie's daddy is Dante. But I will say this, I do think Anita had an affair with Dante. I think Dante slept with both of them. I think dream girls, y'all. Think dream girls. I think that Dante had an affair with Anita that Vernon does not know about. And I think that Dante is Leslie's daddy, which again is going to add further complication to this situation when it happens. Because Dante coming. I don't know when Dante coming, but Dante coming. I don't know when he coming.
So do you think it would be a probability, and this is just me throwing my line out there, do you think it'd be a probability that Dante could be Nicole's daddy?
I've saw that theory, and I don't think so.
I've heard that, but I don't think so. I don't. I mean, I would hope not, because again, even though they be landing on a little thick, I really don't want to see them put that type of a like. I mean, I'm okay with Anita and Vernon having some arguments and stuff like that, but I ain't trying to see that. That's like when they broke up Bo and Vicky. That was terrible. That was just terrible. When Vicky had the affair, and I was like, come on now, not Vicky, come on. I mean, not Bo, Clint. I meant Clint. Like it was just irreversible damage to the people. For me, at least. For me. Leslie and Nicole are sisters. Ooh. Now if Leslie and Nicole ended up being sisters, ooh, that would add a twist of fate. Ooh.
It would.
It would, because that's all she wants is to be a Dupree so bad.
Well, she's in constant competition with Nicole. And I'm like, man, why are you in competition with the woman that you slept with her husband? You slept with her husband, not the other way around. That's why I don't understand. Like, her getting this money, she's so giddy and happy that it's coming from the Duprees. Because when she was talking to Anita, she's like, girl, it ain't coming out your pocket. And Anita said, it is. And I was like, exactly. Let's shut up. Just take the money. Like I said, I really do believe she's gonna blow through that money now.
She's gonna blow through the money.
If I'm remembering correctly, with the money, because when she got her check last week, I think she gets paid in installments.
Yeah.
So, because remember, they were talking, they were asking, like, is there a way that we can stop the trust? And Bill told them, no, there's not. He said the only way that it can stop is if she runs through all the money that's in the trust, which I wonder how much money is in that fucking trust.
Well, if Anita set that thing up in the 70s, and she said all the money, I mean, and it's been collecting interest. I mean, it's probably a good amount of money in that trust. But I think the only thing they can do is just stop adding more money to it. But whatever money is already in there is just in there.
Yeah, I think once they find out Leslie is her daughter, I think they were like, you know what? At this point, ain't no more money from either the articulates or my money is going into this goddamn fund. Fuck her. Let this bitch blow through it, because she eventually will blow through it. Now, how? I don't know.
Yeah, the first check was for $1 million. When they showed that check, it said $1 million and some change.
Oh, it did?
Oh, yeah, it was $1 million.
So wait, how much did she put down on this house?
I don't know.
Because she paid Ted back last week.
Yep. And that was what, 50,000?
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know. Because again, and I mean, not to get technical, y'all, but a house in the type of neighborhood that they talking about with the Duprees in this area, baby, $1 million wouldn't have done it.
I'm about to say $1 million wouldn't do that.
Not a gated community in this area, no ma'am.
And then she's at the country club, and that's probably that shit is probably high as hell too, and it's monthly.
Yeah.
Yeah, Leslie gonna blow through that money.
Oh yeah, that money gonna be gone. Yeah,
she done went on a shopping spree.
And I think that's why they made such a big deal about Leslie's bad spending habits before they did this with the money, because we're gonna see that and even Eva is trying to tell her, like, because they even talked about how Eva was the one that used to make sure that they weren't like overspending. Like, Eva, like she said, you were the voice in my head telling me, not that we don't need that, not this time. So let's get into this house situation, child. We talked a little bit about it. She goes to Vanessa because she wants to buy a house beyond the gates, which we already knew. So Vanessa spends all day showing her houses, and Leslie's like, nope, that's not big enough. Nope, that's not good enough. Because she basically knew what she wanted to do to begin with, which was make an offer on the house across the street. So she makes this ridiculous offer on the house across the street. They accept the offer. And of course she gloats. We'll get to the gloating in a minute. But Eva asked Ted to step in and help.
That pissed me off.
How do we feel about what Ted did, y'all?
That was what pissed me off. Of all the things you do, you go and tell this woman that you will give her your house You ain't been in your house in months, Ted. So technically, it's Nicole's house right now.
Right.
And then for her to go over there and tell Nicole she's gonna put her out on her ass, I was like, well, and I think Martin was getting Nicole to kind of warm up to Ted yesterday. And when Leslie walked,
I don't think Nicole was warming up at all.
that face looked like she was kind of listening to him a little bit. But then for Ted to tell that woman she can have a house, and then for her to go over them, like, well, Ted, if you ever had any chance of
it's like Ted keeps fumbling. It's like, what are you doing, sir?
Exactly. But then Eva pissed me off going to Ted asking him for help. It's like, ma'am, your mama don't listen to nobody but herself and them other four personalities. Like,
right, like did you, have you not been paying attention to the fact that your mother don't listen to anybody, including you?
Right.
Like Ted playing up the, maybe we can be together angle. First of all, I don't think Leslie's that stupid. I think Leslie, she wants it to be true, but I think there's a part of her that's why she went over there and did what she did with Nicole. Like, I'm gonna throw this in Nicole's face. Let's find out, because even if Ted don't mean it, he gonna have to mean it.
And now, I agree with Sierra. Ted wants Leslie and Eva as his new family. That's the way it's going. That's the way they writing it. Because the way he run to do, he ain't checked on Martin, ain't checked on Kat. Don't know what the hell is going on with them. But he's so running. And let me help Eva. Eva needs me the most. That man, I want him off my screen. Ooh.
He just does dumb stuff, and it's just
he's definitely fumbling. Like he is fumbling.
And what I will say to kind of not really defend him, but just think from his perspective, not about Leslie, but about Eva. I think everything he's doing, which we've said this before, when it comes to Eva, he's doing everything to make up for not being a part of her life. So that's why he goes above, and I think that's why he goes above and beyond, even when it comes to Leslie at his detriment. It's like, okay, Eva came to me, so let me help Eva out. Because he feels like he's giving Kat and Martin everything, but Eva, because even when he said it, like, Kat and Martin grew up in my house, so I want my daughter, Eva, to grow up in there, and you can live there too. It's like, oh God, sir, I get that you want to make up for not knowing about Eva, but damn. You got to think that some things are just stupid as hell, and this is a stupid decision.
It's stupid, and I don't even think it's real. Like, I don't think he has any intention of doing it, but just the fact that he's even setting it up, and you're doing it on your own, which of course is going to, like, Leslie went straight to Nicole, and Nicole is sitting there like, what the fuck? What? So you sitting here looking stupid. Can Ted give away the house? I don't think he can. I think Ted lied. I don't think he owns that house. I don't. It's never come up before. I don't think it's his house. I think it's their house. And even if his name is on the deed, if they've been living there together for the last 20 years, like, he can't just give the house away like that. That's not how that shit works. I mean, I'm not no divorce attorney, but I don't think that's how that shit works.
Really be saying, I don't think that's how it works.
I mean, if you've been living there for the last, if nothing else, you got squatters' rights. If nothing else, like, you've been living there for the last 20 years, and you can show that you've contributed to the household and paid bills and all of that. I think at this point, that don't even matter. I mean, I could be wrong, but
I agree.
And I think Nicole want to be divorced so bad that she'll just leave. Like, I really think she's really done.
I think and that's why I said, Ted, you keep fumbling, because I feel like he could have worn her down. Not in the beginning, because in the beginning, baby, woo, she was mad. But I feel like maybe after like a week or two, I feel like maybe he could have, like I said, he could have, tricked her into going somewhere and recreate their first date, hell, get the kids to put together a dinner, and maybe they could show old people, like, do something. Like, you have made no grand. I could even see if he was making these grand gestures and Nicole just was like, nope. Then I'd be like, well, he did try. I can't even say he tried. I feel like he okay with his marriage being over.
Me too.
I do too.
And another point to piggyback off what you said, really, B, I think, and I said this, to me, what's so unattractive as a mother is when you see the man that you're with not showing up for his kids. And so the fact that they have these kids, grown or not, and she sees that they're basically being completely ignored by him, that's unattractive. It said that would be the best way. You see with the Smarty kids, that's why Smitty and Martin are finding their way, but because when you see how I think the kids was the best way to go for Ted to go, but because he's absolutely oblivious to everybody but damn Eva, that's unattractive as hell. Because those are his kids.
True. Anything else about this? And we're gonna get to the kidnapping again. I know some storylines overlap, but was there anything that we didn't talk about as far as Leslie and this inheritance and the way things are going on? Any predictions other than her spending all the damn money? Any predictions about how this is gonna go?
Go ahead.
I do think eventually she is gonna get a house behind them gates somewhere.
Oh yeah.
It's not gonna be. It may not be the one that's across the street from Dupree's, but the bitch will get a house behind them gates.
Right, because like they said, y'all can't buy every house. Like y'all can't buy up the whole neighborhood. Like,
so yeah, she'll eventually get a house.
And I think Eva's gonna move in with her. What do y'all think?
I do too.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Oh well. All right. Well, let's get to the storyline that dominated this week. The kidnapping. So I'm gonna say this. I think most of us sort of predicted something along these lines. We knew that trick was crazy. We knew that trick was crazy. And I feel like we sort of predicted something along those lines. How are we feeling about her getting kidnapped and this crazy bitch? How are we feeling about the crazy?
Well, I wish my camera wasn't freezing or I'll be up here with my eyes. But Allison is a special type of crazy. I did a poll and I would love to ask your chat, who do y'all think is worse, Allison or Leslie?
Allison.
Ooh, Allison.
Okay. Now
at least Leslie is still in this reality with us. Allison is on a different plane.
Yes. I will say she is crazier because it was her making up notes and things that she thought Chelsea wrote to her and you wore the bracelet because you were sending me a message. Now that was special. That's when I said, oh no.
That was it for me too. When she's telling Chelsea about you wrote me this, and Chelsea was like, I did not write that to you. And then she's like, you wore that bracelet at the what was it, Essence shoot or whatever?
Yeah, Ebony or Essence or something. Yeah.
I was like, girl, what? Are you that crazy? It wasn't actually. You know what? It wasn't that for me. What it really was for me was with Allison was when we found out about the whole thing that she wasn't married. She's never been married. That she hired Craig as an escort to get to Chelsea. I was like, wow, girl, you really did all of that? Here's the thing, and I get that, people who are gay, bisexual, it is always oftentimes hard to kind of gauge if you do have a gaydar when it comes to certain things, but you don't want to just go up to a person and be like, hey, I like you, you cute, you this, and then they be homophobic or they're closeted and they don't know and they don't want people to know, then you kind of have egg on your face. So I get that, but to go through the whole ordeal, girl, just slide in the bitch DMs and say, hey, girl, right. I was, hard a few of her pictures. Then once you hard a few of her pictures, slide on her DMs and ask her, I think you're cute. Are you into girls? If she's don't, she can respond, say yes, no, and move on with your damn life. But to do all this, I was like, oh, you're certifiable. Like you hired an escort to pretend to be your husband. I was like, okay.
And that's what I was saying. That goes back to what I was saying about classic soap opera. So if we go back to the beginning, and again, I know me and JB talked about this. We were like, where are they going with this? Like, okay, we got Chelsea hooking up. I mean, we got the bad acting. Like, what's really going
No.
on? The fact that it looked like it was the guy that was, we saw him, we met him first, and then we met the wife.
Right.
The fact that, it just but the fact that it all came back around, I was like, here's classic soap opera. Now you're explaining why we had to see all this in the beginning.
Mhm.
Because remember, they sort of dropped it and we were like, okay, what's the big deal with that? But now we see, it was all part of a setup. It was all part of a storyline, right? Come to find out, that's not even what really happened. That's not even how that whole thing went down. And it was like, oh, got it. So I was here for that. I said, now that is some classic soap opera right there, right? Again, bad acting aside, because that guy really could not act. He's a terrible actor.
Can't act for sure.
And the fact that, once again, who did it bring us back around to? Fucking Joey.
Yep.
They want Joey to be Sunny so bad. But anyway.
They do. They do want him to be Sunny, and there is you can't compete with Sonny Corinthos.
No.
Unfortunately. Not Sonny and them dimples.
My Sonny.
Sonny's always been a cutie.
Absolutely. And he's still a cutie. Even he's great. He is aging gracefully.
He is.
And his TikTok is hilarious. I don't know if y'all follow him on TikTok. His TikTok is hilarious.
Him and his granddaughter.
Yes, he is hilarious. They always dancing. He loves to dance. I think that might be part of his therapy, because he's bipolar. He's been very open about
bipolar in real life.
Right, he's bipolar and he's dealt with depression in real life. Sometimes when he leaves the show, that's why he's not there.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, sometimes when Sonny's character is gone or things are going on, like sometimes that's what it is. Especially in the early years. I think now he's got it a lot more. He's on his meds and stuff like that. But I think in the early years he dealt with it a lot more. But yeah, I think he wrote a book about it, or he did a podcast or something. He's been very open about it.
He got a whole YouTube channel. I know that too.
Yeah, he does have a YouTube channel. Yeah. Yeah, so that's my man. Sonny, my man, 50 grand.
But yeah, I mean, the whole Craig thing, the one thing I will say is, where the fuck did Allison get a fucking wedding? Bitch got a wedding dress. Then when me and Chelsea said the same thing. So when she said, we're gonna get married, I said, girl, how y'all gonna get married? She said, we got ordained. I'm ordained. I said, okay, y'all need witnesses. And me and Chelsea said, you need witnesses at the same time. I was like, girl, it's not gonna be a legal marriage, because you can be ordained.
She don't care.
I soon realized she didn't care. When Chelsea bit her and she was sitting up with that blood in her mouth, I was like, oh, you really don't care, do you? When Chelsea threw that shit in her, was it wine that she threw in her face?
Yep.
I was like, girl, you really don't care. Like, you sitting here with this pretty yellow dress on and it got red wine all over it. I was like, oh, you really don't care, honey. She was like, nope. And I've been screaming at my TV all week. I was like, Chelsea, unless this bed got cement on it and is mounted to the ground, bitch, if you don't pull that bed with you.
That's what I said. Listen, I'm going to be honest. And I wrote that in my notes. I was like, Chelsea ain't trying hard enough for me.
Pull that
Chelsea
fucking
is not trying hard enough for me. I don't understand. Like you said, when she saw that phone sitting on the other table, baby, like you said, I don't know why you ain't dragging that bed. Like you said, if it ain't cemented to the floor, I'm not understanding what's taking you so long to get that bed.
It wasn't that phone. It was the phone at first, but yesterday when that girl uncuffed that second cuff, I was like, Chelsea, the key is right there. Punch that bitch. Do something to that bitch.
Well, my thing is this: those those flashbacks or the dreams when she first got kidnapped. Mm-hmm. Everybody that came to her in that dream told her what to do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Her mother, Danny, who was first, was like, "Fake it till you make it." Basically, Danny was telling you, "Girl, pretend like you pretend like you going along with it." Because listen, that crazy bitch would have dropped her. She would have let Chelsea out them handcuffs by now.
Yeah.
And when is she going to the bathroom?
I was wondering the same thing. When she gonna pee?
And then Bill told her
play nice.
Right. He told her how to box. He's like, remember what I taught you about the uppercut. Right. Like, everybody that is coming to her is telling her what to do to get her ass out of this situation. And I get it. It's, I mean, I've never been kidnapped, thank God. So I'm sure it's not as easy as it seems to just be like, oh, but everybody that has come to her has told her what to do. And I'm like, girl, like, your mama was like, You better sit there and pretend like you with it. Like, I understand it might be disgusting and all of those things, but we've seen women have to do it with men all the time. When these men get obsessed and they have to pretend like they with it until they can get themselves out of it. Girl, you better kiss that girl and say, look, I really want tonight to be special, but I can't. Look, you know how I do it, girl. I need my other hand, like But if you have been playing
Not
nice,
you know how I do it.
listen, I'm just saying. But if she had been playing nice from the beginning,
Right.
she would have lowered that lady. She would have lowered
Lord,
her.
her guard. Her
Y'all
guard.
know what I'm trying to say. She would have lowered her. Y'all know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But the fact that you didn't, now she's on guard. Like when you were like, "Let me cut the cake," girl. She's not going to give you a knife.
Damn sure not gonna give you a knife.
Now, had you been playing along, maybe. But she ain't about to give you no damn her inhibitions. Thank you, Xavier. But she ain't about to give you no knife now. But you should have been playing along from the beginning. And again, I know that's easier said than done, but that's what we here for. That's what we here for. What about Cat now, JB?
Y'all know I love.
I know you are the cat whisperer. I know you be trying to defend
the cat
her.
whisperer. I love it.
But baby, Cat is getting on my goddamn nerves.
He was not
Why
getting
does
on
Cat
mine.
think she's the only person that has intelligence in the room? Let these people
I mean,
do it.
she
I
proved
get it.
it.
It's your need. I mean, I get it. It's your best friend / cousin. I get all of that. But girl, let these people do their damn job. Why would you go to Joey Armstrong?
That kind of pissed me off. I was like, oh God.
Yep.
When Kat that was the only thing that Kat did this week that I was like, Kat, no. Like, why did you go to Joey?
Girl,
like,
you're not about that life. Like, you really play like you hard. Girl, you are not about that life. And then you know who Joey is. You're going to go to Joey and do what? First of all, you told that man you wasn't going to say nothing. The first thing you did was run to Joey. That's number one. Number two, you done ran over there to Joey for what? What did you think Joey was going to do?
Give her that address.
Yeah. That was the
What,
only
out of
thing
the goodness of his heart?
No, I think Kat thought she was going to go over there, drop her resume, be cute like she usually is, and Joey was just going to say, here you go. I think it would, because you remember the first thing she said is, oh, and I'm a Dupree, and once he figured out and he, you know what I mean, connected the dots, I think that's what she thought she was going to do. But I think she thought she was going to get the info just based off that.
Yeah, I think so too. Because she said, because remember, she said, I have money. He said, we're in the casino. I have money too.
Right.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, girl, he owns the fucking casino. Even if he was a legit business owner, he owns a fucking casino.
So yeah, that was the only thing that I will say that Kat pissed me. I was like, Kat, why would you go to Joey of all people? Like, what did you expect for Joey to do? Like, but again, Kat
I would really be. I usually am cat, but this week I was a little annoyed. I think that it was one thing that she said when they were looking for Chelsea, and I think it was Madison that had to tell her over the phone, "Hey, girl, did you check the tablet or did you check the phone?" And then Kat was like, "Oh, I didn't think of that." And I'm thinking, Miss True Crime Podcast, that should have been one of the first things you did.
Right.
So even though, she wants to be the smartest person in the room, and I do think that she is smart. However, I think that she could do better. If she would just mind her business.
Thank you. Ooh.
Yeah, I mean, she pissed me off going to Joey, but I mean, she did do. I mean, let's be real. Which they found, because I know they found an address. Because remember, when Allison went to the hospital, all the information that Allison provided was fake as fuck, right? But I guess they found a rental property that she was renting, but it was empty. But Kat found that key to that storage unit, which led them to that creepy ass goddamn laptop of hers where she has this journal where she's been stalking Chelsea for years. It's like, again, girl, just go into the bitch's DMs and ask her, are you curious, and something? You ain't got to come up with this shit. Like, this is weird.
The only part, okay, so I'm feeling it. Like I said, this is classic soap opera, the whole kidnapping, yada, yada, yada. The only part of this story that I don't understand is if she was so obsessed with Chelsea and then when Chelsea came to you and said, hey, I think there's something between us, I want to see if we can make this work, girl, and maybe I missed it because I did have to fast forward through some stuff so I could get through all these episodes. So maybe I missed it. But why didn't she take advantage then? Like, if that's what she said she wanted, she had it. That's the part that I don't understand. Did they address that?
No, I think when she was going on one of her like crazy rants, she was like, "Oh, I was playing hard to get and I pulled back." I think she thought that,
oh, got it. Okay.
You get what I'm saying? That Chelsea was going to come even harder after she turned her down, but the difference was Chelsea went in within the next day, and I hate to say it, but Allison had a point. She was like, "You went with the first girl that blinked at you," and I was like, "Damn, she's kind of right."
Ain't wrong. Well, we said, listen, we all said that. We all said that. Yeah, she ain't wrong about that part. Yeah.
I wonder what her end. Like, I'm still trying to figure out. I think we know what her. No, I don't know what her end goal is. Like, you turned her down, which I guess she wanted her to fight for her. Man, it was a hookup. It ain't like y'all was in a relationship, but the fact that Allison done made up these scenarios in her head, I was like, wow. Sometimes you need to be hugging yourself in a padded cell.
Yeah,
not in a padded cell.
And my only thing with Kat too is you got to realize she got that key and all this other stuff, but they're probably not going to be able to do anything with this case because it wasn't, unless Jacob don't say nothing, and we see him kind of now he's like, we got to get Chelsea back, so I don't care, which I appreciated this week. But I don't know. They might not even be able to prosecute her, in my opinion.
You think they're not going to even be able to prosecute her? I mean, I think it's pretty clear. Oh, you mean because of Kat's interference?
And that's what I was saying. That's what irritated me about Kat. Like, I get her trying to help, but her interference, just like with the Leslie situation, might throw the whole case off, right? So
now she is the reason why the Leslie situation is fucked up. Now that is 100% on her,
right?
Which would make you think that she might have learned her lesson, but she didn't. That's what I'm saying. Kat, I know y'all be loving Kat, but Kat irritates my soul. Because she really
that hurt me, really, B. I don't,
because she really does think she is the smartest person in the room, and it's like, girl, go sit down. But she really thinks she's the smartest person in the room, and I'm like, but you're not. And you keep. It would be different if she hadn't run into but you keep running into stuff that you're fucking up, and instead of saying, damn, you're right, I probably should have stayed out of this, you find a way to be like, well, y'all weren't moving fast enough. Well, you can't do it the way I do it. Well, I watch true crime and I know, like, you find a way to excuse it instead of saying, y'all right, I fucked this up. You know what I mean?
So can I ask y'all a question? What do you think is going to happen? Obviously, we know the purse is coming out, but one thing that was brought to my attention, Chelsea lives on social media, but she's obviously going to be traumatized after this because that's basically how this girl got to her. Yeah. So I wonder how she's going to change when she comes back, because this is going to mess her up, and how that's going to affect them promoting their purse line and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
It's going to be a big change for Chelsea. This is Allison is partly the reason why when I get on social media, like, I'm not one of them people who will tell you, oh, I'm at such and such, or when you post, you tag where you are. I don't do that. I ain't done that shit since I was in my early 20s. I stopped doing that long time ago because I'm like, people watch you and see where you are. And that's how, like, you know, even with celebrities, that's how celebrities get robbed when they be posting when they go out of town and stuff. That's how people go to their house and be like, oh, you're not there. That's why, you know, if I do post something, you'll see something when I get back home and I'm not even there no more. But I don't post where I'm at. Like,
I don't post stuff until I'm not there anymore. Now, this summer when I went to Disney World and my package just came up missing, one of my subscribers was like, well, you shouldn't tell people where you're going. And because I do social media, because I do YouTube and stuff, y'all probably do know more than what people who if they would just subscribe to me on Instagram know, because I don't post that kind of stuff. Like, I did post that I was in Disney World and stuff like that. But generally speaking, just on my day-to-day, I don't be posting stuff like that on my day-to-day. And I certainly don't usually give people a warning. Like, people just see me popped up and be like, oh, she on a plane. Hell, half the time my family members be like, where you going now? Because I just be posting flights, you know. Yeah, I think Chelsea's gonna be right back on social media, child. Chelsea, I don't know what we're doing with this. It was something y'all said and I wanted to bring up. It was something with this storyline. Let's talk about the Haley Bill of it all.
That look,
Baby, why did Haley run her ass over to that house after, first of all, Bill told her not to come, and second of all, girl, you know they don't want you there.
I want them to slap her.
She got bored because she didn't even want to be sitting at home with Caroline.
Pretending like she had a miscarriage and she was sad, child.
Right. And then that's what it was for me, was she said, "Oh, I would have never had this much fun if I was pregnant." I said, "You dirty."
Well, that's why Nicole, when Nicole found out, because Nicole has had those miscarriages, she sort of had a little bit of a soft spot for Haley. But when she found out that shit was all a dream.
Right.
I know one thing. Whoever writes Beyond the Gates, somebody in their writer's room, y'all are Beehive fans, much like myself, and I love it because y'all have mentioned Beyonce quite a few times.
Okay, well, I guess because I don't pay attention. I didn't know they did.
Yeah, they said something about Cowboy Carter this week.
They were talking about Cowboy Carter. They talked about Coachella. They were mentioning Idris and Obsessed.
Oh yeah, they did talk about the movie.
Yes, and remember Danny was talking about Beyonce's bat. So whoever writes, they love them to Beyonce. But Haley, two things. Haley, and I'm gonna talk about Bill real quick. So Haley, she's starting to see it with Bill that it's not over 100% with Bill and Danny, but she felt the way when she saw Bill holding her hand. I'm like, ma'am, they're trying to get their child back. Like, what the fuck are you like? That's your insecurity. You know, you don't have a good, strong, tight grip on that man. But then also Bill, I looked at Bill when he saw Danny and Andre hooking. I said, oh, Bill misses.
Ain't no fun when a rabbit got the gun. He ain't like that shit.
But he also didn't like finding out that Chelsea was. Now we don't know what Chelsea is, but find out because he was like, Madison, you're here. He was like, Madison, you're here. He's like, it's so good that my daughter has a friend like you. I was like, you don't know how good of a friend she really is. Then he found out that's her girl, his girlfriend. Yeah, you don't know a lot, Billy. Oh, Billy Goat.
Oh, Billy Goat.
Now I will say, Bill is growing on me. I am starting to, and I liked how
on me too.
Yes, and I loved how he told Haley, "I told you not to bring your ass over here." Like in that moment, I saw him. He was irritated by her.
He was,
and I think he's been irritated with her. But this was the moment where it was like, I need you to put yourself to the side, and I need to be here for my kids. And he can tell that she doesn't understand that. She can't comprehend that because she's the same age as his fucking kids. So she needs the same amount of attention.
Exactly. But what really bothered me was when she came in and Naomi said, "What are you doing here?" She's like, "Chelsea's my stepdaughter." And Naomi was like, don't even go there. I was like, exactly.
No, I love when Naomi said, "Take this out. You want to take this outside?"
It was when Naomi said, where were you when Chelsea was trying to figure out her identity? Where were you when Chelsea was starting a business? Exactly. You ain't been nowhere, Haley. You and your leopard.
Scheming on trying to have an affair with well, not trying to. You was too busy scheming on my dad. Like, girl, go sit down somewhere.
I need them to
Haley, and my thing is this, and this is the reason. And Haley, girl, read the room. Even in the best of situations, you might not have been welcome. Even if you weren't the friend to Bill's daughter, even if you were just some random person he had an affair with, you still would not be welcome. So the fact that you add that extra element, girl, read the room. And It's almost like she's going to force herself into these rooms, knowing good and damn well that a normal person would understand this probably ain't the time. Like saying you want to be invited to, the 4th of July cookout. Okay, girl. Saying that you want to be invited to the purse launch. Okay, girl. But a situation like this, even if you were just a random woman that Bill had an affair with, girl, nobody wants you here.
Exactly. No. And that was my thing with her. That's my true problem with Haley. It's like, you say that, you don't care about being around the Duprees, but here you are at their house. These people are going through something. And I know you feel a way that Bill is with them, but at the end of the day, that is still technically a part of his family because he has kids with Danny. They may be grown, but those are still his kids. And
Fact.
you just need to be like, okay, you know what? Let my husband deal with that. And once he gets home, I'll be there to support him. But don't bombard yourself over there.
But she's so afraid of losing Bill. Like, this is just desperate. And it goes back to exactly, Sierra. It goes back to whatever the plan is. We don't know what the plan is. I told y'all from the beginning, and until the writers show me different, I ain't gonna change my mind. That Haley was a plant from the beginning. That Bill was a mark from the beginning. I don't know what her end game is. I don't know what her connection is to the Duprees, but Bill was the mark. And if Bill gets away, it ruins whatever this plan is that she had. So she's scared of losing, because I don't think she all that in love with Bill. I think that whatever her plan is, it is crucial that her and Bill stay together.
Yeah, that's true, because there is something going with that Sammy Randy situation.
Yeah, that whole Randy situation. And then whoever this mysterious person she's talking to on the phone, it might be Randy, I don't know. But that mysterious person that she's talking to on the phone, like, there is something with Haley. We just, we just don't know all of the details yet. But there's something with Haley.
It is.
But I do like when Bill took accountability and he was like, Haley, I understand that you want to be here, but these people, this is too soon, okay?
It is.
And I was like, thank you, Bill. Thank you for admitting that, yeah, this is not the right time. I know you think you're doing the right thing, but please take your ass home, because this ain't it. And then I think Bill also realizes, I've spent so much time with Haley, I've missed out on my daughters. I don't know what's going on in my house, well, with my family for the most part.
I agree. So yeah, that's the, I'm not sure what else with the kidnapping, anything else. I'm trying to think. The Joey aspect we talked about, the escort, the fact that whole thing was a setup from the beginning, the fact that I just don't think she's fighting hard enough, child. She just, Chelsea, I need you to do more.
I think
what do you guys? I mean, what more do you think? Where do you think this ends? We left off Friday with Kat saying, "I feel like she's running out of time," and with Chelsea saying, "Look, girl, I don't want to be with you," and she was like, "All right, then. Well, if you don't want to be with me, ain't no need for you to stay here." And so not sure where you think this goes from here.
I hope they get to Chelsea in enough time, because I mean, we see that crazy girl going at her with that knife. I was like, "Ooh, girl." Strip the bitch.
I think they're going to get to her in enough time, but because she's a model and they've made such a big deal about her being a model, I wonder if she's going to end up with a scar. I wonder if the knife is going to. Now, of course, we know that eventually Ted is just going to do his magic and fix her face, but I wonder if she ends up with a scar.
That could be a part, yeah.
Because so much of who we know Chelsea to be is based on her being pretty.
Yes.
And they keep showing that damn knife. So I'm just wondering if she ends up with a really ugly scar. And like I said, Ted's a plastic surgeon. We know eventually it'll get fixed, but I'm just wondering if that's where we're going with it. I don't know.
Look, I love Marcel. He said it's all a scheme that Todd set up with Haley.
I agree. I'm telling you, I don't know what it is yet, but I agree.
But we've been months into this with Haley's. Like, if she has an ulterior motive, I'm so surprised that the writers haven't even gave us a little bit of a hint.
Well, they gave us a little bit of hint with that miscarriage and with these mysterious phone calls.
Yeah, we have that, but she still ain't talking. Like, it's like, what again? Like I said with Allison, what is her? She definitely has to have an end goal, because I mean, her end goal you would think would be marrying Bill, living, being at the country club, being behind the gates. Like, so what else does Haley want?
So maybe the baby was just her being desperate to like solidify. I don't know.
How do you solidify something that don't exist? See, now I gotta go into this whole, like, she's just as delusional as damn Allison. You done convince yourself that I just don't know.
Now I will say,
that doctor is definitely in on it. Whoever that lady was that they went, yeah, she's definitely in on whatever it is.
Now I know I probably am in the minority when it comes to the Haley thing with the first when she said she had the miscarriage to Naomi. I honestly kind of believed her.
JB, I told you I was stuck. I said after she told that story where she took us in circles and I felt like I was listening to Terrence Howard and straight lines were circles and I didn't know what happened. I didn't know what truly happened.
Like I kind of believed her.
Here's the
It
reason
is
why.
crazy.
Here's the reason why I didn't believe her. I believe that she was trying to get pregnant. I even believe that maybe at one point she thought she was pregnant. But I think when she found out she wasn't pregnant, I think she just kept going with the lie. I don't think there was ever a miscarriage. I think she just was never pregnant. Like the first time around, I think she probably thought she was pregnant. Because she was late and she said something prematurely. But then when when Bill got so excited, I think maybe she was like, oh, he does want a baby. And then, because remember for a minute, it seemed like every 5 minutes she was trying to have sex with that man because she was trying to make a baby.
Right.
But it wasn't happening. And then I think she just faked it. Now, again, I told y'all before, I don't know what the end goal is because when you fake a pregnancy, it can only end two ways. Either you're going to have to steal a baby or you're going to have to pretend like you lost it. And she went with the miscarriage. But again, I don't believe she was ever pregnant. Because again, she never acted like she was ever pregnant.
Right.
She never acted like she was ever pregnant. She never went and got a blood test. See, she knew she wasn't pregnant when she faked it with when she faked the with Danny the first time. Because why wouldn't she want the sonogram to show for Ted to see it? She knew her ass wasn't pregnant.
Okay. I mean, I can see that.
I mean, as a woman who's never been pregnant, I don't know. But Trees, you've been pregnant. Like, there's just a way you act. Like you want to go to the doctor. You want to get it.
Yeah,
confirmed.
absolutely.
You want to start. So the fact that we never even like they didn't even show us. We never saw her go to the doctor. We didn't even see her in the hospital pretending like she was coming from her doctor's appointment.
True.
So I don't think she ever believed that she was pregnant. Okay. I think that whatever plan she was coming up with, I think she thought that eventually, because again, a lot of people, especially young women, think, well, all I have to do to get pregnant is just to have sex, and it wasn't happening.
Right. So can I just say this, and this is so random, right? But Haley kind of remember. So I decided to watch the Jussie Smollett on Netflix.
I haven't watched it yet, but everybody tells me I mean, people keep saying
you should watch it
because I never believed that Jussie that it was a setup.
So my whole thing is after watching it, I'm sitting here. It's almost like the Haley situation. I don't know what to believe now. Maybe they set this man up.
I think let me say this. I'm gonna say this and I'm done because I ain't gonna keep debating about it. And when I say done, I mean like with the people we've been talking about this since it happened, and the people been arguing with me since it happened. Really, B, he's guilty. Stop defending him. He's guilty. And I just never felt. I always felt like it was more to the story. I was the one that said, oh, he was messing around with one of them boys before it even came out that he was messing around with one of them boys. I said, oh, there's a relationship there. He messing around with one of these boys and then find out that he was. I was like, it's more to that story. Now, again, do I think he's telling 100% of the truth? I still don't think he's telling 100% of the truth, but I also don't think that this was a setup the way the police tried to say it was. I don't believe that.
Okay. Yeah, you should go watch it. Yeah, it's actually really good. It just makes you think. It makes you question if you flat out didn't believe him. It definitely makes you be like, hold on. He has points. They have points. It's a good debative piece.
Got you.
Okay, I'll watch it too.
They all lied. Not even the Subway sandwich. I'm not doing this with y'all. Okay. With that being said, any final thoughts or predictions? I'll start with Treese and then I'll do JB and then we'll let the people know what we got going on. Any final thoughts or predictions?
I know. I just think we need justice for Laura. We need Mona. I don't know where Mona at, but they could, have her spin the block because Leslie did mention her and Jan. It was like, oh, too bad they don't want to be friends with me no more. I would have invited them to the country club. So it'll be interesting to see if they change now that she's moved on up.
They not.
Definitely not Mona.
I don't think we ain't seen Mona since Mona got that fake DNA from her child.
And that's it. That's all I got for y'all.
All right, JB, any final thoughts or predictions for the future?
Only prediction that I kind of have, it's gonna be a race to the finish when it comes to Chelsea saving Chelsea. Because if you saw the preview for not this week, but the next week, you see Kat on FaceTime with the family talking about Jacob, watch out for that truck. I said, what the fuck, Jacob? A truck? So it's gonna be a race to the finish to get to Chelsea. That's something I can say.
What do y'all think, Joey? Let me say this. Let me throw this out. What do y'all think Joey wants from Martin?
Oh, I was thinking about that.
I don't know. I couldn't figure that out either. I just thought it was when he needs to pull him out his back pocket, he wants to have him at his leisure, basically.
Yeah, I feel like if it's anything like, if he wants to bring something before Congress or something,
right?
Like, he wants him in his back pocket as if he needs a vote in Congress for something to get passed or something like that.
Okay,
that's all I can think of.
I could see that. Somebody said that Chelsea is going to unalive Allison. I feel like that's the only way this ends.
I don't think Allison's gonna die. I think Allison's gonna be like.
Did they actually have do a soap opera trial?
Yeah, I think Allison's gonna be like a Heather Weber on General Hospital. I think Allison's gonna be like Heather, where we thought Heather was gonna go to jail, gonna die, but you just can't get rid of Heather.
You could not get rid of Heather ass child.
And really be to your point. I think it was Bobbly Wobbly that said it in the chat because they've been in my comments a couple times. They do need to get us a courtroom set because we talk about Bill and Naomi both being lawyers. We never see them in action. Leslie need to go on trial. Allison need to go on trial. We need a courtroom set.
We needed a pool for the summer.
Well, we needed a pool, yeah. But I think that again, they're clearly slow walking this Leslie thing because I don't think it's over, especially since Kat brought it up. So it's not over. And maybe that's going to be how they humble Leslie, at least for a few minutes. I don't know. But what we do know about Leslie is she ain't going nowhere. She might go to court. She might even get convicted. But y'all know how these soap operas do. They be in jail for 5 minutes like Jason and then find a way to get an appeal or some shit to happen. But I think we will see a trial eventually. I don't know if it's going to be Leslie or Allison first, but I do think we're going to get one. But like everybody keeps saying, Kat, you fucked up that case. So I don't know if Leslie gets convicted because if she got money now to pay for a good lawyer.
Right.
She sure do.
So.
Well, how Billy go?
Right. Baby, it's that Billy Goat that get me every time. Anyway, did everybody get out? Everybody get out their predictions?
Yeah.
Trees, what you got going on your channel, girl?
I owe my Beyond the Gates crew a couple, my acting recaps. I get into my thespian bag. So I owe them, I think, Thursday and Friday. So I'm going to get that to them. I also need to drop some King Courts recaps that I haven't dropped. And then me and Really B are going to be live tomorrow to discuss our Kempire experience. Since there is no Ready to Love this week. And I'm not going to say I'm upset about that. And everybody, happy Labor Day.
Yep, happy Labor of the Days.
That's funny to me.
All right. What you got going on over there, JB?
So for me, I'm going to be doing Love After Lockup. I watched it last night. It was a key seeing Brooke get her ass beat up.
Baby, I haven't watched the episode yet, but I saw that clip. Oh, I can't wait to talk about it.
Oh, see, look, I'm about to get off here and watch it now.
Baby, Brooke really thought she was about to run up on Allison, or what's that girl name?
Alex.
Baby, Alex. Alex was like, bitch.
She whooped her ass. I was cracking up laughing. So
and then Brooke gonna get up talking about something. What you got to say now, girl? You just got your ass whooped. What you mean? Because if security hadn't jumped in, she still would be your ass.
That's what took me out was that she got up and said, "What you gonna do now?" I'm like, Brooke, she just beat you up, and she was slapping you, and she pulled some of your hair too, because I saw your hair fly. So we got that. Love After Lockup, y'all. When it comes to OC, after this week's episode, I'm gonna have to let it go because of the way that they did Katie. I'm not feeling it. So we're gonna do OC sometime
Okay, I don't
today.
even know what happened, but okay.
And then Miami. I gotta do Miami. We gotta talk about the Miami panel.
We do.
So Miami, and then after that, y'all know Hard and Hustle Houston comes on tonight. So
oh, it does. I didn't think we were getting a new episode tonight. I don't think we're getting because we're not getting any own shows this weekend.
Really?
We're not getting. I don't think we're getting Love and Marriage Huntsville either.
I know we're not getting Love and Marriage Huntsville, but I didn't see nothing about Hard and Hustle on because
I didn't think we were. I could be wrong, but I didn't think we were getting Hard and Hustle.
Maybe if we're not, that's cool. Then that's a week off of me. I'm cool with that. But
I could be wrong, but I know we didn't get Ready to Love last night, and we're not getting Love and Marriage.
We might not. So, we may not get it. So
I mean, it's a different. I mean, because I don't know. I just didn't think we were, but I could be wrong, y'all. I could be wrong. So
if it comes on, y'all see it. If it don't, then y'all know it's all for this week. But that's really all I got. Yeah, OC, Miami, and Love After Lockup. And Love After Lockup is coming pretty soon because I got to talk about Brooke getting beat up.
So y'all know the good thing is that I don't have anything new this week to talk about. So I have to get Miami to you guys, and of course Love After Lockup to you guys. Monday night, the Whether You Like It or Not panel, I believe Monday night, we're going to be doing our reaction to the Real Housewives of Potomac trailer and predictions and stuff. So you guys, I know y'all missed us, but we're back because Potomac starts in a month. It starts at the beginning of October. So y'all got about 5 weeks before the panel is back, maybe 4 weeks if I really look at the calendar good, before the panel is back. But Monday we will be doing a reaction to the trailer. I think it's either going to be on my channel or Scotty's channel. We're in the group chat right now debating that. I don't know how my name came up, but Scotty was like, really be? And I was like, huh? Because normally when we do stuff like that, we do it on Scotty's channel. But y'all know I'm down for doing it. So be on the lookout. We'll probably make a decision today and I'll set it up. So be on the lookout for that. It'll either be my channel or Scotty's channel. So
I only got one thing to say about that Potomac thing. And it's one person in particular. Monique Sanders. Let me speak to you real quick. Come here real quick, Monique. So this cast photo. I did a short on this. I saw it. This cast photo. You have a cast photo from season 5 when you've been out for 5 seasons. Your ass said you didn't have time to go take a fucking photo. Why did you come back to the show, Monique?
That's what I said. I said, why are you here? Like, if you don't have time to do the basics, like take a picture, girl, why are you here? I know. Why are you here? You don't even look like that anymore. Your hair is dreaded. You don't even. I mean, girl, what?
They edited out her wedding ring. Like, why did you come back? Oh, I know I'm gonna hate the fact that she's back this season.
They must have paid her a pretty penny. That's all I could think of is that they gave her some good money.
I already hated the fact that they brought Monique back, but when she said she didn't have time to go, girl, it is a fucking photo shoot. I'm pretty sure they would have found somewhere in the fucking DMV for you to go to somebody's studio. And the 2 new girls took a cast photo, which they're new girls, so they had to, but man. Right. Your hair.
I will say this though, I am glad that she let us know that it was her decision because you already know that the Monique fans were ready to run with the narrative. They doing her dirty. They ain't even let her take a cast photo. So I'm really glad that she at least said I didn't do it because I was like I'm waiting for y'all to start talking shit about what Monique does and what Monique does about how bad they treat Monique. And I was somebody that defended Monique. Let's be clear. Anybody who knows, have been watching my reviews from when Monique was on there. I used to defend Monique, but I can't defend this. And at this point, I'm like, girl, why are you even here?
She can go. Because when I saw that, because I was wondering, I'm like, why did because I looked at it, I'm like, that's a season 5 cast photo.
That's what I said.
And I was like, why did Bravo? And I was really. Like you just said,
you were ready to blame Bravo, right?
I was ready to blame. I'm like, damn, Bravo! Like y'all really couldn't give this girl a cast photo,
right? You was getting ready to blame Bravo. Yep.
I was about to blame Bravo and Truly Original. Like, why can y'all get this girl a new cast photo? It's been years since we saw her. Well, since again we saw her. And then she says she chose. And I said, "Oh my God!"
That's why I said at least I can say I'm glad that she didn't let that narrative get out there that they did her dirty. I'm glad that I at least can appreciate that.
That I'll give you that.
It up.
But for her to just say she didn't have time, like I get it, you got kids, but you had like your friend.
No, you ain't the only one.
Exactly.
Well, I think she homeschools them too, because she quit her job at the station, the radio station.
Yeah, she homeschools those kids. Okay. But she don't even have. I mean, she shares custody with Chris. So there are times when because they're homeschooled, there are times when they're not with her.
True.
And even if they are, you're not the only mother. You're not the only mother on Housewives that's had to figure it out.
Look at Ashley and them two badass kids she got.
Oh no.
Baby, if I see them kids on that damn kitchen counter one more goddamn time.
I was just about to say that. I pray. First of all, somebody added Ashley, like, girl, why do you always why do you keep coming back every season? Like, what do you have to do to keep coming back every season with no storyline?
I don't know. Maybe because she messy enough. Because she is messy.
Yeah, I'll give her that. She is messy.
Well, at the Kempire show, and I said this on my channel, but I'll say it again. At the Kempire show, he said that the tea he had was that they offered Robin a friend of, and Robin turned it down. So maybe they went to Robin first, and when she turned it down, they went to Monique.
They should have went to anybody else, but they could have.
But they said that Robin. I mean, according to his source, Robin turned it down because she wanted to be full time. She didn't want to take a friend of.
Girl, no, ma'am.
I'm just telling you what he said. That's what he said. Am I right, Trees? Did I?
Nobody wants regular Robin.
Don't nobody want Robin back as a full-time housewife. Girl, Robin, take that friend of contract. Your husband, right? They still married, right?
I believe they are, child.
Your husband don't even want to be on this show. Your husband never showed up. I am so glad that Juan Dixon is not here. I will never forget that.
But you know what? I think they're starting to lay up because look at how what's his name showed up, Gerald in Atlanta. I think they're starting to back off them having their partners have to show up because they let Gerald go. Like we saw him through a FaceTime, but we only seen him at the birthday party for real.
I think he was supposed to be at the reunion though, because if it was understood that he didn't have to be there, Andy wouldn't have said nothing.
Yeah,
the fact that Andy brought it up makes me think. Now I feel like I agree though. I think that it was probably in Shamia's contract that he didn't have to film but an XYZ amount of time, and I think the FaceTime was their way of getting around that by having him on FaceTime so much. But I do think the expectation was that he was supposed to be at that damn reunion though.
Yeah, some of these housewives, they feel themselves when but I know it's a difference between a friend of check and an actual housewife check. I do know that much.
But my thing is, Robin, you ain't been getting no checks, so.
Well, no, she got okay. See, I don't even like Robin, but I gotta go up for her. So she got the glow.
No. I'm talking about no Bravo check. I mean, I'm not saying she's not making her own money. Okay. I'm talking about she don't have no Bravo check. So like you talking about. Because, I mean, there's a lot that comes with once you're on the show, even if it's just a friend of, your booking prices. Like, there's a difference in if a club or an event wants to book you saying on Real Housewives of Potomac versus formerly on. So, like, there's money that comes from that. But, again, maybe she was like, it ain't worth it unless I'm getting, pay me. Like Funky didn't even say, pay me for my pain. I don't know.
Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis. Ain't nobody coming to see Robin. Now I know she got some fans, but ain't nobody coming to see Robin.
Listen, she does have fans, and who knew, child? Who knew?
Not who knew.
I mean, but everybody. Listen, that just goes to show everybody got a fan, child. Everybody.
Well, they say every pot got a lid.
It do.
That's something my grandmama used to say, child. Every pot got a lid.
That is true. There are people out there that I saw someone that go hard for her. I'm like, wait a minute, you in my comments windmilling for Robin?
Baby, they will. Everybody got to listen. Like you said, everybody got to live.
I'm like, okay, you know what? If you love Robin, then I'm not going to attack y'all, but y'all are windmilling for Robin Dixon. Wow. I would understand if you were windmilling for it. No. Yeah, I would understand if y'all windmill for Ashley. I would let y'all have. No, I really wouldn't, but I'm lying.
But I'm lying, but okay.
I'm lying, but I would let y'all have it, but I'm still lying about that. But hey, I'm interested in Potomac. The trailer gave me what I needed for it, especially seeing Stacy that she's the villain this season. I was like, oh, so Mia Bigfoot ass leaving, Stacy's the villain. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I'm here for it.
That's not me a Bigfoot ass though.
Now, also Bravo, if y'all listening, I know Atlanta is still filming. They just started filming. I know Mia's thirsty for a peach or any kind of remnants of a peach. Please don't give it to her. Please, for the love of God, don't let that girl be on that camera. If I see Mia anywhere,
I wouldn't be surprised to see her pop up, but I don't think she's going to be on the show. But I wouldn't be surprised to see her at events.
I don't even want to see that.
Ooh. Well, now.
I gotta give JB that one. I don't want to see it.
Oh, I'm not interested at all, especially with this desperate with you out here
Bobby
hanging out
V.
with Bobby Valentino. Girl, nobody's impressed with that. Nobody is impressed with you hanging out with Bobby Valentino.
I wonder if she's just trying to make Ink jealous.
Maybe.
Well, go to Love and Hip Hop Atlanta like Claudia Jordan is on Love and Hip Hop Miami.
I saw that. Who even still looks at Love and Hip Hop Miami?
Not me.
Because I think Scotty stopped reviewing it. I think T stopped reviewing it. Like, who even watches it? Because I stopped watching it a long time ago. Chad.
I did too. I can't tell you the last time I watched Love. I can't tell you the last time I watched Love and Hip Hop, let alone Miami.
I was gonna say the sad part is Love and Hip Hop. The last time I watched Love and Hip Hop, Miami wasn't even a thing. That's how long it's been since I watched.
What's the Amber Alert? Did you just get an Amber Alert on your phone, Trees?
Sure did.
Yeah, I just got an Amber Alert on my phone.
Leave the kids alone.
Please, it's Labor Day weekend, y'all.
It is.
Oh, my cousin just got me the new Jack Daniels. I gotta go out of his house and pick it up.
Okay.
Ooh.
Oh, you know what? I need to go listen to K Michelle song. Since you mentioned Jack Daniels.
Jack Daniels. Well, let me get out of here so I can go run my errands. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for being here. We know we left y'all hanging for a couple of weeks, but baby, life was life. But we'll see how this thing ends. I guess it's going to end this week at some point. We'll be back to talk about it next week. We'll be over.
Oh, no. You remember we got repeats all next week.
Oh, that's right. Damn. So we'll see y'all. All right. Well, we'll see y'all in 2 weeks then. Yep. I forgot. It's
right. Yeah.
So we'll see y'all in 2 weeks, and we will. It's Blackberry, Nay. Blackberry. And we will talk about it then. Talk to y'all later. Peace.
Bye-bye. Have a safe holiday weekend.
Yeah, y'all. Be good, be safe. Be good, be safe.